And then
Why aren't you recording down there?
That would have been.
Are you recording now?
Yeah, but we're just gonna pretend
You
you,
should be
didn't say
recording
that.
at all times.
We're just gonna pretend you didn't say that though, because
Do you want to set me up again? Because that was
that's
that was good though.
cancellation station.
But it's true.
Toxic
With
gossip
gays,
train.
They're like that.
Okay.
What's today's topic?
You have the notes today.
Do I?
You do, because I texted them to you since we're using my phone.
Oh, my phone's on D&D. That means do not be the disturbance. You texted it to me?
D&D. Dungeons
Oh.
and Dragons.
Welcome back, guys, to the Royally Bitten Pod. My name is Matthew.
My name is Dominic.
And we are here to talk about Leo season.
Leo season.
Leo season. Dominic, what is Leo season to you?
Leo season to me is basically just a time to be, for the lack of a better word, selfish. Focus on self-care, focus on you and your personal needs and your wants. Just because Leo in my head is like very like main character energy, and like they don't see themselves as the NPC whatsoever. So just to
They know they are player one.
They know they're player one.
Yeah.
And you know any Leos in your life?
I have at least two Leos in my family. My mother and my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin just had a birthday.
You just had a birthday!
Yeah.
Total fire sign. Knew it.
Would you say that
They personify a Leo.
from what I've described that resonates with
Leo.
what you know about them?
Yeah, definitely. Leo, yes, it's very much like go-getter, self-determined, able to like do really headstrong things. Then you have the other half who their energies are more focused on self-preservation and building up, as opposed to just always living out. I feel like there's a difference between like one's energy is more extroverted and the other one is more introverted, but introverted like building in silence.
Okay. So you're saying that they're very determined, but they don't let like the what bells and whistles like get in the way type thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I said, they move in silence type one.
Okay.
Like they're quietly leveling up.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Like a business CEO.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what you can see in the terms of my relatives. Like, my mother, for example. Very strong woman, very self-determined. She has done wonderful things over the years. And if you looked at her social media, any of her pages, you're going to see, quiet victories where her life is progressively getting better. She's doing more things, going more places in her life. And I think that's great, but it's like, that's happening, but there's so much work behind the scenes that they're putting in. And when they do share, they're sharing intently.
Okay.
As opposed to the other one, which is my cousin, Carissa. I don't know if you met her. A very strong woman, very self-determined, and very hungry to do as much as she can for herself. And not in a selfish way per se, but like she wants so much for herself, and she's really good at getting that. She lives a very more showy life. Like she's always showing off like really good and well done, tasteful videos of like projects she's done, whether it's in fashion and modeling, her just being on the boat, things like that. Very Instagram-y.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm doing well and I'm leveling up because she's also an entrepreneur. She works for herself. She has an amazing lash tech down in Miami, and she's killing it. And she's working all the time, and she's actually doing the thing, as opposed to like you or I. No offense to you, of course, but like you or I, where we have employment.
How dare you?
For other people, you know what I mean?
You mean like
She has a more gig. She has a gig style career.
Gotcha.
As opposed to you or I, who have stable,
just like
dependable.
schedule here.
Yeah.
This is what you're getting paid. This is what you're doing. These are your hours. You're gonna do this.
Yeah.
Over and over and over and over
Yeah.
again until.
Leos are a fire sign in astrology, typically associated with individuals born between July 23rd and August 22nd. Some characteristics of Leo zodiac signs include being confident, enthusiastic, creative, and charismatic. Leos are often natural leaders and enjoy being in the spotlight. They can be generous, loyal, and passionate about their pursuits. However, they may also exhibit traits like stubbornness and a desire for attention.
So Leos is my sister sign. So it goes Aquarius, and then across from the zodiac sign on there is Leo. And your sister sign is the sign that's polar opposite of you, but you guys balance each other out.
Yeah.
So like, I'm there, and like so like, I feel like Aquariuses are more like get outside yourself and see everything else, and then Leos are more like, no, the details are important, and like you, that one person, they're focusing more on that, you know, focusing more on like themselves and their personal surroundings versus just like looking at the entire world as a whole.
So Dominic, would you like to hear about some famous? I almost said Geminis again. We're just so amazing.
Stuck, you're just like, why are we, it's Gemini season all
It's always
the time.
Gemini season for me.
What the hell are you talking about?
That's why you were talking about Leos. I'm like, no, you're talking about
Leos.
Geminis.
Yeah, so you say Leo and I hear Gemini.
Yeah. If one thing a Gemini is gonna do is be proud that they're a Gemini.
Yeah,
Dead ass.
same energy.
Period. No tampon, no pad, full motherfucking heavy flow.
With a T!
With a T.
Exclamation
Period.
point.
Okay, so we're here to talk about Barack Hussein Obama. Is that his middle name?
We're not here to talk about Barack Hussein
Oh, okay,
Obama.
okay. So
We ain't talking about Barack Hussein. Okay, go ahead.
So a famous Leo that I think a lot of people know of. At least I think I've heard of him. He's kind of underground. I don't know, Dominic, if you.
Okay.
Barack Obama, born August 4th.
Sounds pretty familiar.
He was a senator at some point, I think.
I think he was in like a Key and Peele skit at some
Key and
point.
Peele.
I think he was.
A sip and paint.
A sip and
He was at a sip of paint. Okay, 2 is Madonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Leo energy for sure.
Yeah.
That's, oh my god. And like, okay, I love Madonna. Period. There's no and or but. But there is another sentence.
Period.com.uk/.
And also, oh my god, I am so sorry. Thank you all so much for listening. My voice is ridiculous.
Oh, because you're screaming again?
I just don't. When I catch myself laughing, I'm like, who is that for? Why are you cackling so loud? So I caught myself.
Okay.
Pulling it back. Anyways, so yeah, Madonna, I love her. She really wants to be in the limelight. I wish she would kind of just like lean into like,
Is she not
just
in the
like
limelight? Considering
loving
she's
herself.
literally
She is,
Madonna?
but she likes to pretend that she's in her 20s all the time.
You want her to
and-
age gracefully?
In
all aspects, in all aspects.
Yeah, I just want her to just like accept where you are and love life. Like, she said one of the biggest sins in Hollywood is getting old, and like I understand that and I get it.
I
but,
think
like,
it's more. I think she meant to say is feeling old.
No, she said
You're old.
getting
No,
old.
yes, I know. I'm saying I feel like she should have said feeling old. The worst thing you can do, the biggest disservice you can to yourself, is to put yourself down for the count before you're there. You're only as old as you feel type shit. Like, you can be by numbers like 80, but still at heart be like 20.
Okay, man, I get that.
As carefree as you're in your 20s. How
but
about that?
the way that she made it sound was just like, it was like, you need to get surgery to look like you are.
Well, maybe she did.
this
I don't know.
age.
I wasn't there for her conference, but
It was like a at the beginning of like a one of those like award shows.
what year was that?
Last year, I think, or the year before.
Was it last year?
It was last year or the year before.
You know what's crazy about that?
Mm.
That another famous Leo is Jennifer Lawrence.
You and your segues. Just
I have never
just hoverboard it over.
I have never ridden on a Segway in my life.
hoverboard it over.
I
Almost-
don't believe in hoverboards. I don't believe they're actually hovering.
They're not. They're just wheels. It's just a less safe Segway in my opinion.
You could also just walk.
Yeah, but not as fast.
I'm sorry. Do you have to be somewhere that quickly?
Yeah, in the
Then
city.
run.
In the city. Wait,
Anyways.
what was the name? Hold on, I'm sorry, I totally missed it. I totally cut you off.
What else is new, Dominic? Daniel Radcliffe, as opposed to Daniel Lamehill.
Who's Daniel Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I like him.
Mhm.
I had a crush on him at one point. Did you like Harry Potter?
The movies, yeah.
No, did you have a crush on Harry Potter?
No.
No?
No. But I did
No
look
one
up.
in
I
Harry
did look up
Potter?
a lot of Draco and Ron. Rule 34
Yeah.
times.
Yeah. Wow.
Those were
That's-
amazing.
Yeah.
Truly.
Vada Kedavra.
Yeah. Anywho, Coco Chanel. The Nazi sympathizer.
The one that goes cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
Cuckoo.
Cuckoo. Yeah. She makes it. Yeah.
That big brown bird.
Is it? Not Khaleesi. Who is it? It's either Lotto, or it's Cupcake that put a Khaleesi in reference in her song for
Talking about
milkshakes. Khaleesi, yeah. Khaleesi. I think that's like a Greek name. I think I just said something wrong. Anywho, I think it was Lotto. No, it was Bia.
Yeah, it was.
Bia had a song.
Yeah.
Cause my milkshake's been
Yeah.
the boys to the. What
Yeah.
song is that?
I don't know.
Okay, we
It's
need to-
new.
It is.
Ish.
Bring milkshakes to the yard in a foreign car. That one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 6. Charlize Theron.
Who?
You ever see Mad Max and Fury Road?
Mm-hmm.
She was the woman. She was Furiosa.
No
Was that her name?
Okay, so actually, I did fall asleep for the Mad Max movies.
Okay.
The second ones. I saw the first ones though.
There's more.
The originals,
Oh.
like the originals in the '80s.
Oh,
Because I'm a fucking dinosaur.
it didn't hit like that. Sorry. And Sandra Bullock.
In space?
Literally.
Sandra Bullock gives. She is. She
She's-
is main character
She is.
and funny,
And
funny,
pretty.
talented,
And pretty.
beautiful,
Beautiful.
sweet,
Never the same.
kind, bus,
Show-stopping.
airplane, another club,
Another club,
another
another club.
club.
Another club. Another club. Plane.
Yes,
Yes. Halle Berry.
from
Hey Bae. Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
Do you ever see that old That's a Raven episode? It's like, hey Eddie, I'm making some pancakes. You want strawberry, blueberry, or blackberry? He goes, I'll take a Halle Berry. And they look at Tanya, and Tanya's like giving them like this. The iconic Whitney Houston.
Wait, pause. I had more to say about Halle Berry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Um,
Yeah, she was Catwoman.
did you ever see Gothica?
I've seen the poster for it.
So, to this day, because of Halle Berry, wonderful, you did an amazing job in that. I am afraid to drive too fast at night, because, especially in the rain, because in that movie, she almost hits this little girl, and she stops the car, she
Is
gets
this a
out.
spoiler?
It is, but you know
Wow.
what? If you haven't seen the movie and it came out in 2001, I'm sorry, that's on you.
So if you were born in 2002, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. She gets out, there's no little girl, and then all of a sudden she blacks out, she wakes up, and she's in a mental asylum. And I never want to accidentally feel like I almost hit someone and then end up in a mental asylum, so, you know.
You know what's funny about that?
Hmm.
When you said no one's watched it until this point, I'm like, yeah, fuck every new baby born after this moment. That's what you just said right there.
Freaking Alpha! Alpha generation!
The iconic, never the same songstress, actress, singstress, Demi Lovato. I did not know Demi Lovato had a sister.
Poot.
Fuck up. Oh my god. Ooh. Pretty bird.
No, not this time.
You
not,
still watch.
not this time.
Bitch. But you literally have to do it for the video.
I already
It's now
did.
a running gag.
I already did.
Look. No, you can't know what's happening. Again, Demi Lovato has a sister, I think a younger sister, and do you ever watch Desperate Housewives? Why haven't you? It's everything you love. It's campy. End of list.
You mean the Real Housewives of Disney?
Is that a thing? I would love that.
Didn't you show me that?
That's an SNL skit.
No, there's like full-on episodes. With
No.
princesses.
That was an SNL skit.
No, fam.
That was an SNL skit. Sweetie, there's no actual.
There's a show.
Was it Lindsay Lohan?
No, it was the girl who plays Louise in Bob's Burgers. She was in the show. Anyways,
She has a sister, and the sister was an actress who was on Desperate Housewives, and she was playing Juanita Solis, which was Eva Longoria's eldest daughter. And I didn't realize that. And I thought the little girl was so cute. And then I see this grown-ass woman, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's still so cute. And then she was recently on the Vulnerable podcast with Christy Carlson Romano. Also, Whitney Houston is also a Leo, if you couldn't tell, being the most iconic person alive at one point, but not anymore.
Yes. Impossible.
Improbable.
Impossible. I want to dance with somebody.
Yes, he's very lonely.
Greatest love of all. I'm just listing
Thank
my
you.
favorite Whitney songs.
Oh. Thank you. Oh.
It's Not Right, But It's Okay. Thunderpuss remix.
Not the Glee version?
Sorry for the wet hand. Yeah, no, like, not the Glee. Wait, was there a Glee version of the Thunderpuss remix?
Yes.
Oh, gross. No, don't play it. No, don't put on those cursed songs.
So, Dominic, do you happen to know any Leos in your
Matthew.
life?
I do.
Do you happen to know any Leos in your life?
I do. I have a brother that's a Leo. I have a couple friends that are Leos. My brother, the more he grows up, the more I'm seeing the Leo, because he's like pretty quiet.
Okay.
But now it's to the point where I just get beat up by a 15-year-old. Because, you know, he's the main character. Well, beat up by a 15-year-old and smacked by a 46.
I'm younger than you, so how the fuck old are you? How much older are you, Grandpa? Because you're a fucking dinosaur. You're a fucking...
I'm...
Oh, is that racist?
It wasn't until you said that. Yeah, so I know that, and the Leos that I do know are very, like, strong and forthright. Kind of how I was talking about at the beginning. You know, just, like, about themselves. And it's not always a bad thing. But it is important.
Did I say they're a fire sign?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's what you need to know. I know. They're a fire sign. I know. If you know 2 words, fire sign, which are 3 words. Fire sign, which are 2 words, and then me.
Me? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then you add people who are air, who are just kind of, I'm gonna go wherever, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
And
explosion.
If anyone tries to confuse us with the selfish, remember what we've said about the word selfish. It is all about in relation to the effects of your choices.
Exactly. It's literally all about your intentions.
Yeah.
Are you being selfish because you need it and it's a recharge moment and you're like, I need this to be able to serve others? Or are you doing it so that you can continuously serve yourself and never give back to those around you? That's the difference between being selfish, like, for yourself, and then just, like, being selfish and, like, self-care.
For me, the way I view it is more... I understand fully what you just said. For me, the way I see it more is the outcome of the choice you're making, where being selfish is being called into question, is that negatively impacting other parties?
Yes, I agree with that.
That's what I mean for the term of selfish.
I would agree with that too. Is it hurting other people?
Yeah, because guess what? Just me not being there is not hurting you. Mm-hmm. You may not like it, you'll get over it, because the whole night you're not thinking about me if I was there. So
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's really not as harsh as people make it out to be either if someone's being selfish.
Yeah, I know. And that's the...
Look for pattern, don't look for instances.
That's the...
If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
If it's repetitive, talk to them about it. If it's something that just happened, like, okay, you know, we can talk about that again if it happens again, but it's really not that bad because you're not being negatively impacted in any way. You guys have seen us jump around from location to location. This is our newest one. We had such a wonderful time this past summer that we just had to escape to the tropics. As you can see, there's a Fruit Loops bird. And I'm just really blessed that all 75 of you are with us. And I thought you were saying we are. We happy for you.
We out here. Yo, we out.
You ever see that thing where it's like when you tweet something to your one follower who reads it, and it's like an entire concert venue with just one person going, woo!
And then they like it, and you're just like, wow.
So that's what I consider friendly when it comes to online people. You haven't met in person, and
you don't even necessarily talk, but you just kind of like, I'm supporting you.
Yeah,
you're great.
Yeah, you consistently see each other's stuff. You like it, or maybe reshare it, share it. Yeah. And I just think it's nice. It doesn't need to be full on friendship, but if like you guys end up in the same space and no one's awkward about it, it's like go over and introduce you. Like, hi, I'm Thunderpuss Remix 95 at yahoo.com. But yeah, my mother is a Leo, and she and I have a wonderful relationship. My cousin also a Leo, and we have a very good relationship as well. When we were kids, we had such a very close relationship. Like, my sister and I would go over on summers, and we go to my aunt's house, and my cousins were there, and I was always hanging out with them. But me and Carissa were also like extremely close. We'd immediately go to the basement because they had all the games and toys down there. She taught me how to do like a cartwheel and a round off, and I was like, whoa. I'm still terrified to do it now because I'm nowhere near athletic as I was when I was a kid. But no, it's just memories like that which I love and take in, because you realize at some point in life, before life gets really busy and chaotic and judgmental in certain regards, is that when you're a kid, you don't have to know anything more about another person than their name and whether or not you guys are smiling at the same thing.
Yeah.
So, that being said, this Friday we have our next sound bath, which we are so excited for. We're going to get there early, and we're going to probably sit on the floor. We sat in chairs last time, which is fine, but it's like an hour of sitting in one position, which again was fine because if you ground yourself. But I want a different experience. I want to feel closer to the earth. I just wish, my only wish, was that the space was big enough that more people could actually full on lay out and not kind of feel like that person taking up so space.
That's the thing too, is that was my third sound bath, and the room had never been that packed before.
Oh, okay.
Since I had been there.
Okay.
So that experience with you was completely new to me because I was used to being like right up next to the bowls.
Yeah.
And then like
As opposed
all
to
of a
further
sudden
out.
now I was like further out, and I was like, I'm still willing to enjoy this, but like it was a different experience. You know, it was like it was like I saw this meditation box and I was looking into it. I didn't feel necessarily a part of it, other than the people who were next to me also being a part of it, which made me feel more connected to it.
You were outside the window looking in.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, today's segment of Call a Leo, I need to do it backwards this way, will not take place as both my Leos are busy. But know that we love all of our Leo brethren and sisterin and themerin equally, and I hope equally means all three, okay, and more. So
all three of you
plus Jinx.
LGBTQ2 3 plus.
And know that maybe we'll have an impromptu phone a Leo at some point, maybe in our next video or in between. It's not going to take. It's not going to be hard for us to.
I'm thinking
call
maybe
Leo.
you can do like a short. You know, if any of y'all want to do like a call Leo like thing for like a segment instead of like having it in this actual episode, I'll do a short with whoever wants a call. Just hit us up.
That'd be so cute.
But we should give the advice before we close.
Yes, of course.
My
advice to you today. I'm going to go first.
Okay.
My advice today, for all of you wonderful people watching, is to do it. Just do it. Stop thinking about it. Just do it. If it's not self-destructive, do it. If it's not lethal in any way, do it. But that being said, this cannot be used in court as admission of guilt. So, thanks, Barbara.
On to you, Kenneth. Mine would be embrace Leo season. Think about the things that you want in your life and how these things are going to come into fruition. Don't even have to think about how you're going to get there. Just think, what do you want? Who are you? You're not your name. You're not your body. You're not your thoughts.
Right.
What are your desires? What are your wants? What are your needs? And just really kind of pay attention to those subtle energies within yourself. And stay hydrated, because that also helps. All right, y'all.
We love you guys.
We love you.
Please comment, subscribe, share, DM us,
click
follow
that
us,
post notification
show
bell.
up to our jobs, and
don't do that.
Just really rock our worlds.
But
we
please
love
do
you.
follow and subscribe and let me know. You know, just let us know.
Let us know what you know.
Let
We
us
want to
know
know
what
what you know and know who knows.
You know,
what.
you know. Glad you know, you know, you know.
If you didn't know, now you know. And you have been really
You have been really bitten.
Yeah.
Yeah.